Did you know that asparagus have gender? We're going to talk about it in today's video. If you like gardening tips like this, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss a video. So asparagus are dioecious, meaning two houses, which means two genders. And so you'll be able to tell the difference between the genders by the flowers that they put out, and the most noticeable characteristics are their little red berries. On our homestead, we grow the berry Washington asparagus. This is the gold standard of asparagus that most home gardeners grow in their garden. And it was kind of an experiment for us because whenever we looked at the packaging and whatnot for these asparagus seeds, they always said up to zone 9. And we're zone 11B, practically 12. And our summers are really hot, and I wasn't really sure that we would be able to keep it alive over the summer. So we chose the most shadiest spot. I mean, this spot gets 2 hours of sunlight and that's it. The rest of the day it's in shade and it's still a little sun scald. So if you didn't know that asparagus have gender, it's probably not your fault, because one, when you buy crowns or starts at the nursery, they have a preference for selling males over females to their customers. There are pros and cons to having male plants or female plants. So we're going to go over that. But first, the girls. Girl plants have a lot of advantages in the sense that they will produce berries in the summer months. So after you've had the cooler periods where you pick up your asparagus and you're able to eat them, later on when they go into their bushy stage, what happens is they will start to produce little berries. And those berries start out green and then they'll ripen to a nice red color. Once they're red, you can harvest those berries and you'll get volunteer asparagus plants. But the downside of those female plants is that you're going to get, they say that they'll be smaller plants because they put more of their energy into putting out seeds than the male plants. And when people are looking for stalks from their asparagus, the harvest, the ones that you actually eat in the season, this is what they're looking for. So people prefer male plants. So this preference for male plants extends all the way to the hybrid industry. There are many hybrid seed varieties that are all male. Well, they are bred to make sure that there are no female plants that come out. So it's very easy for you to be able to plant all male crowns. The reason why people like male crowns in their asparagus is that they produce larger, thicker spears, which is what you eat, and you want those type of spears rather than small dinky ones, especially if you're a market producer. Male plants generally produce earlier than female. So if you have a climate like ours where your asparagus season is relatively short, you want something that produces fast and early and big and juicy rather than small and dinky and later. And third, male plants generally live longer than female plants. They don't really know why, but they've just noticed that this happens. And so with a perennial, something that you don't have to plant every year, you want to get more bang for your buck and so males generally will do that for you. So in the end, are we going to get rid of our female asparagus shoots? No. We're not a production farm. This is mainly for ourselves. We weren't 100% sure that it was going to work in the first place, and I kind of like the idea of free volunteer plants every year. So yeah, the patch will just continue to grow.